Good morning, Grand Rising. We are up doing our morning walk. It's a very gorgeous day in San Diego. It's so sunny and it feels so good. So, I'm back in my apartment and now I am craving a matcha latte. So, we're gonna be doing some matcha. This matcha specifically has plant-based collagen already mixed in, which I think is really cool. I have been avoiding caffeine. Well, this has caffeine. I'm sorry, let me reiterate that. I've been avoiding coffee. Coffee itself, because coffee is just so addictive and I just love coffee so much. But once I detoxed from it through, the Mexico trip, I kind of just wanted to give myself a break. And in doing so, I realized how much coffee alters our frequency. It disrupts our natural frequency. So it makes it a little bit more difficult to really feel your environment, really feel other people's energy, other people's frequencies because of that disruption that's happening from the stimulant. I've actually been giving stimulants a break along with alcohol. Oh, I think that's it. That's like the only stimulants I really take. You're like, is alcohol a stimulant? It's more of like a suppressant. Anyways, so that's why in a nutshell, that's why we're doing matcha today. Aside from the fact that I really love matcha, the caffeine in matcha is a lot lower than in coffee. It doesn't give me the jitters. It doesn't make me feel like a crackhead. It doesn't make me feel like a cracked out squirrel, basically. And I've really been loving just being in my own energy lately because I really like it, just being in my natural, organic frequency and really coming to understand what I feel like naturally, like without the caffeine, or like as soon as you drink your coffee in the morning, you're like, go, right? So I've really been getting to know my organic and natural frequency over these last 2 weeks. It's really awesome, actually. Anyways, okay, so I have my warm milk and I'm gonna use a blender because I don't have one of those little hand whisks. And plus, I want it to be a little bit frothier, so we're gonna be going with a blender today. I have my milk. I'm doing almond milk. It's already warm. It's not hot, it's warm. And let's see. Okay, so just 1 scoop. And I'm going in with a little bit of cinnamon. Just a dash. I like honey. I love honey, actually. Alrighty, it's ready. I'm gonna blend it, make it nice and smooth and frothy. So good, here it is. My lips are already on it because I was testing how warm the milk was. So my lips are already on there. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey because sometimes that's all we can do, right? So I actually have to turn this over and drink from the same spot where my lips are already marked. I wear lip product a lot, so when I drink out of a glass or anything like that, I can't drink from different spaces because it makes it look just super sloppy and super messy. So I just have to drink from where my lips are already marked. So yeah, a little quirky. I'm also going to be doing my breakfast. I'm doing some overnight chia pudding that I left in the fridge last night, and this is what it looks like this morning. It's just chia pudding. It's almond milk and chia seeds, and they just sat in the fridge overnight. It's pretty self-explanatory. So here we go, our little chia pudding cup. There's honey. I sprinkled some cinnamon and the bananas. I filled it up with bananas, and then you can see the chia pudding itself. This last ceremony that I did, I connected to my body so much, like in a way that I had never connected with her before. To give you an example, I came to understand the lymphatic system. It's like my body was talking to me. It's like I immersed in my body itself, and it was helping me understand. It was teaching me lymphatic system and how it like drains toxins from our bodies, from our tissues, from our muscles. It was very, very interesting. And every single time I do plant medicines, I always get reiterated the importance of a clean diet, because a clean diet leads to a cleaner connection to source. So you're smarter, you just have clear vision, you just have clear downloads. I think the message that I was getting is that my body feels more in balance and more in tune and more in homeostasis with more clarity and greater vision when I'm eating a more alkaline, clean, vegan diet. And I don't consider myself vegan at all. I actually like seafood, but I don't consider myself pescatarian either. I just, I like eating healthy. I think I consider myself more plant-based than vegan. Anyways, that was a little rant. It's so good. The chia seeds, the banana, the honey, the cinnamon, all of it. So good. This being part 2 of my ayahuasca journey, I wanted to get more in depth. I wanted to give more in-depth explanations of my actual trips, because we drank ayahuasca Friday night and Saturday night, and there's just so much that happened. These trips were not as long as the previous trips that I've had that have been like 10 hours long. These were actually about 6 to 7 hours long. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Anywhere from like 6 to 8 hours long, but definitely in the past, I've been a part of trips that are like 10 hours long. It's insane. There's just so much that happened. There's just so much that happened during both nights. It was my very first time doing 2 nights in a row. I don't know how many times I've reiterated this, but it was my first time doing 2 nights in a row. So I was excited, but I was really nervous because I've heard that the trips are very different from one another, right? But mine was actually kind of different, but at the same time, it still tied in to the trip that I had the night before. So I want to speak about Friday night first for synchronistical purposes, timeline purposes. So Friday night was so amazing. First of all, if you're not nervous before you take ayahuasca, like, I know what to expect, I guess, but you know what to expect, but you don't know what to expect. It's like you know what to expect because you've done it before and you know how the ceremony works, but you don't know what to expect from your actual trip because you don't know what the medicine wants to show you in that moment, right? So Friday night, I take the ayahuasca, and all of my trips, it began differently almost immediately because all of my trips in the past have been extremely visual. Like, they're very, very what you would consider like a psychedelic trip visual, but you have to close your eyes. You can't see anything when your eyes are open. You can't actually see anything. No, you have to close your eyes in order to see all of the visions. So I'm waiting for it to kick in. I have drank the shot. I'm waiting for it to kick in, and I'm getting absolutely no visuals. And I've learned how to surrender and how to relax. So I'm just breathing, I'm breathing, I'm breathing. And I'm just relaxing. And I'm just, you know, actively just kind of praying, just kind of connecting the source. And I guess meditating is the word. And I just didn't see any visuals for a while, for longer than it typically takes. So I was like, okay, what's going on? Do I need a second shot? Why am I not seeing visuals? And then I kind of realized, oh my goodness, I think I'm having the journey of the jaguar. So in ayahuasca, there are 3 different journeys that can potentially occur during your trip. The first one is, not the first one, but option A, exhibit A, is the journey of the eagle, and the journey of the eagle is highly, highly visual. It's what you would imagine a typical, you know, trip, you know? It's highly, highly visual. You see lots of colors, you see lots of sacred geometry, lots of that. The journey of the eagle, which is the one that I typically have a lot of. So the other journey is the journey of the snake, and the journey of the snake is very, very, very emotional. The snake is a very sacred symbol in the spiritual realm. It's also highly symbolic of ayahuasca, because snakes shed old skin and are constantly being reborn. They're constantly being reborn, and they're constantly leaving behind old versions of themselves. So snakes in the spirit realm are very well regarded. So the journey of the snake is just very emotional. You feel a lot, you cry a lot, you just feel. And I have those a lot as well. I've actually connected with the snake a lot. So good. Okay. And then the other journey is the journey of the jaguar. And the journey of the jaguar is not visual or as much emotional. It's body. It's like your physical body. Like you're experiencing a lot of bodily sensations. And that one was one that I hadn't ever really experienced. I always experienced like journey of the eagle or journey of the snake. So I was new to it. I just started feeling sensations in my body, and one of them was that I had to pee a lot. I don't know how many times I got up during the ceremony to go pee. I had to like consistently pee, and it was so strange, and I'm just like, what is going on? It had a lot to do with my physical body. It definitely connected me to my body in a way, to my physical body in a way that I had never connected before. I've connected with my sense of spirit, right? That dimension of myself. And I'm a very like analytical person, so I've connected with my mind a lot, that thought realm self, you know? But I had never really connected with the dimension of my body. I've always just seen my body as it's a physical body, you know? I don't know, I've never really given it much thought. Like when something feels off, you know, I look on Google just like everybody does to see what's the matter, or do we have cancer or dying? Because I feel like that's like the only other reason. Anyways, when you Google your symptoms, I feel like it always comes down to cancer. Anyways, so to connect to my body in this way was so incredible. I really came to understand that our body is not separate from us. It literally is us in the physical dimension. It's our manifestation in the physical dimension. That was insane to me. Just everything blew my mind. I was feeling my muscles contracting a lot. Like I was flexing my muscles like really hard, like really contracting them. Like my arms, my shoulders. I felt myself really contracting my calf muscles. And I didn't understand what was going on, and I was peeing a lot, and I just kept asking the medicine, what's going on, what's going on? Long story short, because the medicine didn't tell me until Saturday night what was going on. So Friday night, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I realized Saturday night that it was my lymphatic system. It was my lymphatic system. It's how your body naturally detoxes itself. It's like grabbing, you know, like a wet towel and wringing a wet towel and, you know, getting all of the water out of it. So that's how our body detoxes itself, you know, your lymphatic system, and you can learn how to do it when you stretch, or even when you get a massage, whenever you're like, you know, like contracting your muscles, kind of like squeezing them, wringing them out like a towel, right? And draining all of those toxins out. And they clean through our blood system and eventually pass through our kidneys and become our pee. So I realized, isn't that insane? I was like mind blown. And that is why I was peeing a lot, because my body was really detoxing a lot. I feel like it detoxed from all of the caffeine that's compounded throughout months and months of me drinking coffee every single day, and all of that caffeine just storing inside your body, inside your tissues, inside your muscles, inside your body, along with toxins and just the things that we eat, like the MSGs, high sodium, the GMOs, the gluten, I don't even know, but just all of these toxins, or even toxins that are in lotions and perfumes and in makeup, all of that. I connected to my body on a whole nother level, and as the music was playing in the ceremony, I could just feel the vibration going through my body, and I understood so much. I realized that we continue to have layers. There's like an infinite amount of layers to ourselves. It's not just one or two or three. I connected with the frequency body. It's like you have your physical body, that's meat and bones and blood and ligaments, and then that's on the 3D dimension, and then in the dimension of vibration, of frequency, you also have a frequency body. There's also a frequency to you. So it's so challenging to try and put my thoughts into words, but I felt how the music that was playing, music is also vibration, and I felt how when the music was playing, it was just coursing through my vibrational body. Like I could just feel it. I could just feel like my fingertips vibrating. I wasn't moving them, I was just holding them still, but my fingertips were vibrating. I could literally feel my vibrational body, and I understood how energy moves through us. And I also understood that our emotions are energy, our emotions are these vibrations, and they get tangled up in our vibrational body like a spider web, like a little fly going into a spider web. They get tangled, these emotions get tangled in our body, and different emotions connect to different parts of our bodies. When we feel something is off about our bodies, it always starts on that vibrational level. So that was incredible. That was incredible to know. That was incredible to feel. Wow. Okay, so that basically sums up my trip on Friday. It was just very, very body-based, and it was just me enjoying the frequency that I was in. And the other thing that also I was just so ecstatic about, I laughed like a hyena. I was laughing like a hyena because towards the end of both of my trips, because I just felt so good. I could just feel energy flowing through me, and you know, all of the ayahuascas that I've done in the past have really helped kind of declutter that vibrational body. And that's what it is. It's a medicine. That's what it's healing. Ayahuasca is helping us heal our vibrational body, because you know, it goes deeper than our 3D body. It goes deeper than just our minds or just anxiety, you know. So it's things that are in our vibrational bodies. Anyways, I feel like I've cleared most of the heaviness out, so I was really just enjoying and basking in the greatness of what my trip was feeling like. And I just felt so ecstatic and so happy that I felt like I could finally just rest. I felt like I could finally just rest in my energy. I felt like, you know, I don't feel anxiety anymore. I don't feel heaviness anymore. I don't feel all depressed or sad anymore, because I've unearthed those emotions already in the past, and it has not been easy whatsoever. It's been one hell of a journey, truly, but all of my work, I'm like reaping the benefits of all of the work that I've done. And I feel like in the past, you know, I was just weighed down so heavy, like I was wearing anchors, you know, like I'm tied to anchors at the bottom of an ocean, wanting to get out, wanting to rise, and just not being able to. So once I was able to dissolve those anchors, it's like you just naturally began to rise. You just naturally shift frequencies, and it feels so good. I felt like I could finally rest in the comfort of my own frequency. I can finally rest without these, you know, like heavy anchors on me, without these heavy weights that wouldn't allow me to ascend. The other thing was, I feel like I can finally rest in my feminine energy. I think all of my life I've had to be strong and I've had to be independent, and oh my goodness, I've had to be masculine for my own survival, for my well-being, for me to get ahead, you know? And that's not where I want to be anymore. I don't feel the need to be that anymore. I feel comfortable resting in my own feminine energy. I feel comfortable being feminine and being a woman and being soft and being sweet and wanting to share this love, because the love is just overflowing inside me. It's just like my cup runneth over with just so much love and gratitude and affection, and it's just so much. I want to share it. It's like an abundance, and it's coming from like the inside out, you know. It's coming through source, through God, through universe, bathing in it, and then just out. We are those mediums. We are that medium on this earth. We are that point where we are both spiritual. We are both spirit and body. We are both not from this world, but of this world. Saturday night ayahuasca was amazing. Holy cannoli. It was so amazing. It was so amazing. So amazing. So Saturday night ayahuasca, I connected like this. Like I took the shot, and literally like 10 minutes into it, I started seeing a bunch of colors, and I was like, yes, because I love seeing the colors, and I love seeing the shapes, and I love seeing the visuals. So I was like, yes, it's an eco journey. Let's do it. Let's do it. Lots and lots of colors, lots of shapes, lots of scenery. Like one of the sceneries that I saw looked like a cosmic forest with unicorns that could fly. Super trippy, but it was just so ethereal and so beautiful. I'm starting to understand more of my own energy, and it's very feminine and ethereal and just very like cosmic deliciousness. So, you know, your own essence comes through. Very, very, very visual. There was this one moment where I did cry. Did I cry the Friday night? Probably. So there was this one moment where I did cry in the Saturday night journey, and it was because I could see myself. I saw myself like digging up this root, and I finally unearthed this root, like this root itself. Like I finally unearthed it, and I knew exactly what it was. It's this like karma that I have like through my mom, this weird karma that I have with my mom, where I just feel like I never truly was able to bond with her. as a baby, as a child, because it's just like a further, it's like a lot to explain, so we're not going to get into that. But I've been working on it since my very first ayahuasca. So this being like my 5th ayahuasca, I felt like I truly unearthed it. Like finally, it just took me like 5 ayahuascas, but finally I freed us of that. And it just felt so good that energetic karma is finally out of our lineage, out of our vibrational bodies, out of our vortex of energy. And I just saw my mom in my vision, and I gave her such a humongous hug, and I told her how much I loved her. And you know, she's my mother, I have a soft spot for her, so I cried for like a solid 10 minutes, and I just kept telling her over and over, you know, I love you so much, I adore you, we're free, we're finally free from this, we're finally free from this karmic dark energy that has plagued us and will most likely continue to plague our generations as we go. So that was really amazing. What else? Oh my goodness, I saw a vision of me just walking through my neighborhood like I do every day because I'm with my dogs, just walking through my neighborhood here in San Diego. And I just saw myself like emitting these pulses of energy with like every step that I took. This is all a vision on my trip. I'm tripping, I'm like envisioning this. Yeah, and in my mind, with every step I took, I just radiated these pulses of energy, and they're like pink and red, and it kept telling me, the medicine was telling me, this is how you go through life. You go through life radiating love and radiating happiness and radiating joy. And because it's coming through you, it's going outwardly, you're giving it, and it's contagious, and you're hitting other people with it, like you're spreading this. So every person that comes in your path is going to feel that energy of love, and that energy of beauty, and that energy of joy and excitement and high frequency. And that is how you walk through life. That is you, that is your essence, that is what you're meant to do. And it was just so amazing. I felt this emotion of insane high frequency, just like out here at my crown chakra, like past my crown chakra. I could just feel just this immense white light just surrounding me, emitting from me, and like radiating like my aura, you know, like it's coming from within me and it's spreading outwardly, and it's just like this pulsating soft white just illuminating me. And you know, it's coming in through my head, through my crown chakra, into my body and out. Wow. Wow. I can't believe I've lived a whole life and I've never known what it feels like to feel this amazing, this high frequency, this energy that comes from source. Anyways, that was my little moment that I had. So yeah. So we're allowed to smoke ceremonial tobacco during the ceremony. They roll it up in joints, just like joints, because it's like this organic ceremonial tobacco. It's not like a cigarette where it's mixed with a bunch of nasty chemicals. It's literally just like joint paper and the ceremonial tobacco, and then it's rolled up. And we can actually smoke that during our ceremony. So there was a point in my ayahuasca trip, where I was feeling really amazing. So I asked for mapacho, a tobacco, and I was smoking it and just laying back and chilling and like still ayahuasca, still tripping, smoking my tobacco, hearing like the whole like orchestra, the whole staff like playing the music and singing, and the guitars and the maracas and everything. And I'm just chilling. I balled up my big blanket and I made it like a little lounge. So I was leaning back with my little legs up and smoking my tobacco. And I was just like, wow, life is so good. Life is so good. Life is so good. How incredible. And I was reminiscing on how much my life has changed from the very first time that I did ayahuasca to now, like how much it's changed and all of the challenges that I have faced. It's been so many challenges. It's been so many challenges to literally raise your frequency, to become an entirely different person, to continue, you know, holding these funerals for your old self and watching these rebirths of your new self, like a phoenix, you know, like watching yourself just like die, like the old you die, and then being reborn from those ashes, being reborn from the chaos. And I feel like my life, like my old life, has like crumbled and fallen apart. And there was a point where everything just seemed hopeless because everything was just falling apart. And if I only knew, now I understand the process of alchemy. I've come to understand the process of alchemy and how things in our lives began to manifest and how they need to manifest. You know, we must let go of what's old in our lives. We must let go of what no longer serves us so that we can make space for what's coming, for what's new. You know, if you are dreaming and wanting to manifest a new job, and in essence, you have to become, your identity has to change. You have to begin to step into that version of yourselves. And in quantum physics, it is said that there are infinite amount of potentialities, timeline potentialities. There's not just one. Your life isn't just predestined in one way, you know, there's not just like one way or the highway. No, it's an infinite amount of potentialities, of timeline potentialities. So when you want to manifest something different in your life, what you do is that you tap into, in your mind, that version of yourself that's living the life that you want to live, whether it's career or whether it's living situation or a car, whatever it is that you want to manifest. You first envision that version of yourself that has that already. Who is that person? You know, how is that version of yourself different from the version that you are today? So beginning to embody that person every single day, taking a moment to think about that person, that version of ourselves, and think about imagining ourselves walking into their world. What are they like? You know, so you literally have to become a completely different identity in order to begin manifesting different lives. So when your old life begins to crumble away, you have to allow it. You can't hold on to it, because if you hold on to it, then you're clearly not ready for your manifestation to come along, for your desire. And that's how we block ourselves. That's that resistance that we hold towards change. So negative things in our lives and positive things in our lives, they're all constantly guiding us and directing us to where our frequency is, because it's not just wanting something, it's truly becoming the vibrational match to what it is that we want. So all of that was further understood on the ceremony on Saturday, and yeah, me smoking my tobacco, thinking about all of this that I just said about, you know, where you are in life. So now I understood very well. I'm like, okay, Sandra, this is your 5th ayahuasca. Get ready for things in your life to fall apart. Get ready for old things in your life that you know no longer align with you to be left in the past. You're about to move into a different frequency, and the things that match your new frequency is what will begin to appear in your life. And everything that is for you is always going to be for you. You don't have to force it. You don't have to fight for it. Everything that is for you will always be for you, because it's about the vibrational match that you're making with something. If something is not in vibrational match to you, it's not for you. Something has to be in vibrational match to you. Oh my goodness, the other lesson was, I don't even know how many lessons I'm at this point. The other lesson was enjoying where we are in our journey, enjoying where we are, enjoying ourselves and where we are in this journey, enjoying the people around us, our loved ones especially, and having this healthy unattachment, this healthy sense of unattachment to where you enjoy and you love and you appreciate, but it's okay to allow things to exit our lives when they need to exit. It's okay. It's okay. It's the fluidity of life. It's how life works. It's how energy works. It's continuously moving. Even the energy within us, you know, the ocean and the tide that's within us, that's constantly moving. So that is how our world is as well. New people will come into our lives and we should welcome them and receive them with open arms and show them our love and show them our joy and share ourselves with them. And people will also leave our lives, and it's okay. It means that, you know, we're ever evolving individuals. So it's okay to outgrow people, places, and things. It's okay because we're ever evolving individuals, and it's okay to allow ourselves to flow. Because we allow somebody to exit our lives doesn't mean that we love them any less, you know, or that maybe it does mean that we don't want them, but it doesn't mean we don't love them any less. It simply means that it's time to keep that energy moving. It's time to keep it moving. And I wish you the best. I'm sending you so much love. I hope all of your dreams and desires come true. Now, farewell. Goodbye, you know? We'll meet perhaps in another life, maybe. And when new friends, when new loved ones, when new people come in, when new places, new experiences, new things, just embracing them and giving thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, giving so many thanks for it. Yeah. As you ascend in your frequencies, you begin to just feel more relaxed. Just a lot more relaxed, a lot more fluid, a lot more gentle, a lot more easygoing, and a lot more loving, because you begin to understand a lot more. I'm really focused on redirecting my life in a different direction, a different phase of my life. I'm, you know, building a very different relationship with my body, with my human body, and the things that I consume in food and also in exercise, and being mindful of the products that I put on myself, on my skin, on my hair. So yeah, I'm just in that phase right now of my life of, you know, making changes to better suit who I believe I am these days, who I identify as. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting me. Thank you so much for following me on my social media, and thank you for subscribing to my channel and liking my videos and enjoying them, I hope. I love your comments, so leave a comment if you feel called to leave a comment. I love the comments, everything, everything, everything. I look forward to bringing you more videos and just being myself more and expressing as myself more. So yeah, I hope you have an amazing day. I hope something magnificent and magical happens to you today. Until next time.